Little comedy here, y'all.
Arnold Schwarzenegger, he's the only white man to make a movie that scared the fuck out of me. Terminator, that shit scared me. I had nightmares for 6
Shout
months.
out Arnold Schwarzenegger. He's supporting Kamala Harris. That's what's up.
I threw my knife at the screen. Stab that motherfucker! Stab him! He just kept coming, didn't he? Because white people are very sensitive. You have to remember that. Oh, they kill me with their sensitivity. So sensitive. It'll be some won't make this. Oh, they'll get out of here. Look like little white bunny rabbits. They'll hop out of this motherfucker. This lady leaving now. Look at her. She's leaving now. Yeah. I hope when you get home, niggas are burglarizing your house. Good night, ma'am. They can't take it. I'm telling you, I know white folks. They can't take. She got the fuck out of here, didn't she? They can't take it because all of their lives they've been told they're the shit. White people always tell you you're the best, you're everything, you're wonderful, you come from heaven, you're everything. You've never done nothing to nobody. You wear the white hat, you're the good fucking guy. And the minute they hear a nigga talk about it, freaks them. Because I study white boys. You can laugh at anybody because white folks will talk about nigga, you'll laugh. And the minute it's about you, white, you get that fucking bag, that no sense of humor about yourself. Fuck you. You can be talked about too. This is America. Fuck you. Fuck you. You can be talked about too, motherfucker.
Happy Halloween.
It's lock shit right here. Don, let the fucking monkeys out. Hey, yo, this ain't drill music, this boom bap. And I ain't hating, but this is real rap. Lyrical drive-bys, whack rappers get killed at. Facts. The God is Zeus level with it. Kingdoms fall, all that sucker shit, I never did it. I got rid of the old me. You see my nigga selling juice, he got rid of the OP. This Kiss Cafe with the 9 and the cachet. But everything legal, my niggas, so let's play. Let's play. The old head got his life in order. Millions of dollars and it started with a tape recorder. Don't block them, let them haters see you. Good and bad, then ask them, do they want to be you? I don't follow the trends. I might go to the club, but kinda depends. I just get the bag and tell bitches follow the band. Come here, baby. I protect hip-hop at whatever cost. But I'm just saying, is it me or is the love lost? I'm about to rock some black Air Force and smack a bitch nigga. But not chill, I'm a rich nigga. For you whenever you need them. It's only for my family, I'ma risk my freedom. If I don't feel a love, fuck it, that's how I treat them. I got all these wolves with me, I'ma let them feed them. These niggas never there for you whenever you need them. It's only for my family, I'ma risk my freedom. If I don't feel a love, fuck it, that's how I treat them. I got all these wolves with me, I'ma let them feed them. Lots.
Still howl at the moon like a wolf do. This the new P, the one they not used to. I'm a cool G that rap and got a juice crew. Used to terrorize the city, holding a deuce. Oops, I mean a deuce nickel. Never risk your freedom for niggas that's too fickle. Never.
Took that off the board here.
It'll be crazy. So I'm on my way to work. We're going to get this episode out too, released before I head in. Just dropped Michelle off. I'm on my way. I got deliveries this morning. But so like I'm just heading on to work, right? So, you know, they're doing construction and stuff downtown and stuff like that. And it's just funny. It's not funny, but it's just interesting to see because like people are out about to, you know, start doing their little construction jobs or whatever. So they'll be out here and you can see they'll be sitting in their trucks, right? Because they'll be like getting to work or whatever. And they'll be sitting out in their trucks in their little green T-shirts or whatever, you know, them little orange vests and stuff they'll be wearing or whatever, like the construction worker people. And then they'll be sitting in their trucks. That's when, and a lot of them will be them white guys. You know what they'll be doing in them cars. That's when they'll be smoking their little weed, throwing a little pill in their mouth. Well, police out here hunting somebody. I just saw the flashing lights. But yeah, that's when they'll be smoking their little weed, hitting their little bowl, popping a little pill. You know some of them construction workers will be doing that stuff. They'll be high as hell when they're working and stuff sometimes. Yeah. All right, y'all. Just wanted to add that in. But I hope life's treating everyone well. It's Thursday, y'all. We are almost to the weekend, and it's Halloween. It seems like Halloween's been for like a week. I've just been hearing like Halloween. I'm like, damn, when is the actual Halloween day? I think it's today. Well, it has to be. It's the last day of the month. But anyways, yeah, I'm going to get out of here. I'm driving, so I'll holler at everyone soon. And thanks for listening, y'all. And go vote and support Kamala Harris. She's good here in Wisconsin. We're going to make sure she gets to that finish line. So we're making it happen here. Let's go Pennsylvania. You know what I'm saying? Let's go Michigan. Let's keep working and working and working. We got 5 days left. We're going to work up until the last minute, y'all. We're all doing our little part. You know what I'm saying? To help Kamala get to the finish line. You know, whether it's playing content, whether it's, you know, speaking on her behalf, whether it's talking about the things that she wants to help black and brown people with. You know what I mean? Whether it's dispelling lies and rumors that MAGA people put out about her, you know? I think we're all playing a role in helping. You know what I mean? That's why podcasts and stuff are important. Because just think about it. I know even from when I was younger and when I was a kid, there was no podcast. There was no, unless you had a radio job, you know, unless you were a radio host, unless you know, were a TV news person or something like that, or you had, you know, you worked for a newspaper and you had a column and you can write and all, you know what I mean? Unless, you know, there was really only a few ways for your voice or what you thought and cared about to be heard. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, you know, it's important. I get to give myself a platform, and I'm not on here talking about bull stuff. You know, just irrelevant, just stuff that doesn't really matter. Do we joke around and bullshit and stuff sometimes? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But I'd say 75% of our content is about real stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate it. I love it. And I wish more black and brown people would do it. Because even in that realm, and like even in the podcast world, like I know there's black and brown content creators and stuff like that. I know that. There's a decent amount of us, but still, overall, it's a sea of whiteness as far as the podcast. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Most of the podcasts are going to be, you know, somebody white. No matter what, you know, no matter what the topic is, you know, whether it's sports, you know, politics, you know, whatever it is, you know. So you can kind of get lost in the sauce, you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, we're going to get back to the episode and do something good for somebody today. And peace. Peace and blessings, y'all. It is officially Thursday morning. I know I probably greet y'all again, you know, during the episode. But I just wanted to make sure that I did. You know what I mean? So it's Thursday morning. Got the coffee going. Got the John Coltrane and Miles Davis jazz music going in the background. You know what I mean? So I'm going to get this episode going. And we just want to say thanks to everyone for listening. And enjoy your Thursday, y'all. And as Michelle would say, one more sleep to the weekend. John King in Milwaukee.
The first, you know, African American president, first president of Haitian descent, all of that combined together. But outside of her ethnicity and her race is what it is that she stands for, you know, and how it is that we, as working people, middle class people, can benefit from it.
So, Wolf, that's challenge number one for Harris. Turn out a big vote in the black communities in Milwaukee. Then you move out to the suburbs. This is Waukesha. Let me bring this up. Waukesha County, just to the west of Milwaukee. You see Donald Trump won it with nearly 60% of the vote in 2020, but Joe Biden did better than Hillary Clinton did. Those margins matter in the suburbs. In our new poll, Vice President Harris is actually holding her own a little better than that in the suburbs right now. But we met today with the CEO of a startup coffee company out there. Adrian Deasy is his name. He was twice voted for Obama, but this will be his third vote for Trump. He says Trump is better for business, and he believes Trump is running stronger in the suburbs this time.
I very much make America great again. I'm a small business. I'm an entrepreneur. I like to create things, build things, grow a business. And I think that America is the best place in the world.
Then you support racism. I'm a stand on that. If you vote for Trump, and he just called himself a MAGA supporter, so you gotta accept everything that comes with that. So if somebody calls you a racist, you can't be pissed.
So, Wolf, Wisconsin, one of the blue wall states, right?
See that's what I'm saying. Like, so I would ask that white guy. So what you're saying then, if you vote for Kamala, you're trying to tell me that you're going to lose your small business? Like, because that's what they're saying.
That's why they are so key for both Trump and Hillary.
Because if they're going to say it ain't what, right?
Waukesha County is the third largest county in the state. So Milwaukee and Dane, where the University of Wisconsin is, those are your Democratic strongholds, right? Democrats need to run it up there. But then Republicans traditionally win the state by performing in the suburbs. Go back to the 2018 midterm.
Because Trump was saying that same shit last time. And his supporters were saying the same stuff last time. Biden ended up winning. So, like, did you guys lose your homes? Did you guys...
Same for us. Appreciate it very, very much.
I don't get it. The economy is great. There's tons of jobs out here. So, like, I don't know. Gas is cheap. You know what I'm saying? So I don't understand. Like, and then here's the other thing, too. Quiet as kept. Because I know I've worked in restaurants and stuff like that, and I know, there's a ton of Latin people that work there that would like to help. I'm saying that are bussing the tables. Y'all have heard me talk about this. Bussing the tables, running the food out, washing the dishes, taking the garbage out. Y'all know that, and this is everywhere. This is all throughout the United States. This isn't just in Milwaukee and in Wisconsin. You know what I'm saying? This is in every major city. So anyone that's listening to me, you know that. If you work in a restaurant or you have family that works in a restaurant or friends, you know what I'm saying? Especially if it's like in a downtown area or whatever restaurant, you know what I'm saying? A lot of the people, I ain't saying all, but a lot of the people that you see working in the restaurants, and I'm not talking about the servers, they're going to be white. Like the servers, more times than not, they're going to be white, whether it's man, woman, whatever. I said more times than not. I didn't say all. I said most restaurants. And then the help, like I said, the people bussing tables, taking the plates away, bringing you bread and water, taking the garbage out, washing the dishes, running the food out. Those are going to be Latin people more times than not. You know what I'm saying? The bartender's usually going to be somebody white. Usually, I said. You know what I'm saying? The hostesses are usually, if there's hostesses, it's usually going to be, a white girl, white woman or whatever.
With our energy efficient glass, our windows.
So, and that's how it is. You know what I'm saying? So my point is, and a lot of these business owners are white. They're white guys. I know it. I've worked in some of these places, so I know.
Standing windows
and the you know what I'm saying, and the help gets treated like crap sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes too, like there's a language barrier. Sometimes you'll have Mexican people working in these restaurants, and they can barely speak in English. I mean, they know a handful of words and stuff to get by and to make it work. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes. Like white servers, they'll take advantage of that, and they'll talk down to them, talk shit about them and stuff like that, and be disrespectful. And sometimes, the Latin person doesn't know how disrespected they're being. They don't know how shitty they're being treated. You know what I mean? just because they can't understand all the words. You know what I mean? So that's crazy. And then too, like you see it happening in politics too. And just like that's one of my worries too, is like with some of the population with like Latin people that live in the cities and stuff like that, even like people that are citizens now and that legally can vote and stuff like that, their English still might not be that great. You know what I mean? So there still is a language barrier. And I don't want to hear people saying, oh, well, they should learn how to speak English. They've been over here that long. Why don't y'all learn how to speak Spanish? Because last time I checked, if you want to get super technical about it, English isn't even our first language in this country in the United States. You know what I'm saying? And that's the other thing. I'm surprised with all this stuff that Republicans are taking away, you know what I'm saying, from black and brown people, or that they try to take away and stuff. I'm surprised that they haven't taken Spanish, you know, out of high school and stuff. Because I would assume, you know, I would assume in most major U.S. cities and just, you know, most cities throughout the country, you know, they offer Spanish. You know what I'm saying? In most high schools. You know what I mean? So it's just, if you really think, have you ever just really thought about that? I'm surprised they haven't tried to take, you know, Spanish out of school. I'm surprised white people haven't, you know, tried to do that. You know what I mean? Because, like, if you hate black and brown people so much, like, why would you want to be teaching our language? You know what I mean? But yeah, I was definitely offended by that comment that dude, that Puerto Rican comment, that the comic said. Yeah, I was very upset about that. Felt very disrespected. You know what I mean? And then he disrespected black people too. So like I got double disrespected. You know what I mean? But it's just like, man, so hope, like I said, what people can do to combat that shit is go vote. Because then we don't have to deal. Excuse, I got the water on. I'm getting ready. I'm getting anxious. I'm about to watch these basketball games. My team, I know I'm just jumping from subject to subject. My team's off to a good start this week. So, but you know, got to vote them out. Like Barack says, don't boo, vote. You know what I mean? Because we ain't got to deal with all that stuff. I'm just ready for a peace of mind, a normal president up there, you know what I'm saying, and just shut up, Trump. You hear what he's saying about it? So, like, just that. How are you gonna call the vice president a shit vice president? Like, they talked about that for a couple days, and then you don't even hear that. That's what I'm saying. Like, until they're gonna like make everyone stop or make it illegal or whatever somehow to like where you can't mudsling your opponent and all that stuff and shit like that, until like literally someone makes that like a legal thing, you know what I'm saying, when you're running campaigns and stuff like that, until, you know what I mean, because Trump does it every fucking day, every day. But anyways, I'm done talking politics for the rest of the night. I'm going to go watch these basketball games, and back to the episode, y'all. Peace. So with the school stuff, in 13 schools, you know what I feel like? I feel like they're trying to close the schools to make up for the money that's missing. Yes. It's like if they're like, oh, if we close these schools, then that kind of balances that money out that's missing because you know what I mean? The schools are closed, it means you don't have to spend money, all that stuff, right? And it's like they're trying to do that. It's like an insult because in reality that's truly what they're doing, but they're trying to make it seem like the reasons for it are probably other bullshit. Enrollment. And I'm not saying enrollment's bullshit, but I'm saying like they're giving you all these reasons. Yeah. But in reality it's about the money. It's about the money. That's why they're closing all these damn schools. Because they figure, okay, we'll close the schools. Some people are, believe it or not, some people are probably going to be like, oh, that's cool, close school. You know what I mean? So, and this is going to kind of go away. And then people will stop talking about the money.
Yeah. And also, like, some of those schools that they're closing are, like, older. So they need significant repair, which costs money, and they don't have it.
Right, but here's the other thing, too. Like, if you would have been fixing those schools, because they'd been closing schools. I remember in 2005, it was either 05 or 06, because I never forget it, because I was, as a matter of fact, I was at that Genesis halfway house doing a little weed program there. And I remember listening, I was in my room and I had a radio, and I remember listening to the school board meeting, because they're talking about closing Juneau and a bunch of other schools. And they did close some. So this was going on back then. This was in 05 or 06. Yeah, it was 06. Yep, I remember that. So this isn't nothing new. So my point with that would be is if you would have been fixing the schools and taking care of them back then, they wouldn't be getting all old and decrepit and all that. So that just goes into like what they truly care about.
Right.
And at the end of the day, these kids are suffering. At the end of the day, no matter whose fault or whatever, these kids are suffering.
Like they do that with like Catholic schools too, and Catholic churches where they combine. Yeah. Because they don't have the money to fix them. Right. And
I mean, maybe they need to rethink the whole idea of school and like just the whole.
I mean, and some of the problem is some of these buildings are like from the 40s. Right. Like, of course they're. Right. Like, they need significant repairing or asbestos abatement. That is millions of dollars. Right. But you're right. Like, had they been fixing things as they needed it, wouldn't be a problem. Yeah. Yeah, and people are definitely pocketing money and stuff, writing themselves checks and putting this money over here. People, you know, once you've been in there for a while, people know how to finagle and wheel and deal and all that kind of stuff. Exactly. Yeah. You know what I mean? I mean, you see that on lower scale. I've known movie managers before. They were managers, so that, you know, they had the key to the safe and all that, because they had to, you know, deal the money out and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. They would take a little $40, $60, you know what I'm saying, because they knew that they'd be able to put it back within a couple of days, you know, without no one noticing it or whatever. So people do that, like, it's not right. It's not right at all. But, and the thing with Trump, too, and this is my thing, I want to make sure I didn't forget. Like, ask yourself this, people, like, with Trump. He's so sneaky. And just, like, all the shit that he's trying to do, like, you can just imagine him, right? While, like, me and you are at work, or we're just chilling or just going about our day. You can bet your bottom dollar Trump's in the White House, wheeling and dealing, trying to pass laws and do all this kind of bullshit behind people's backs, right? And then these things happen, and then like he wanted to get rid of SNAP benefits. He was trying to get rid of or lower the amount of money, like for SNAP benefits and stuff when he was president. And a lot of people don't know that. But underneath, like during the day while he's at the White House, those are the kinds of things that he's trying to do to us. And we don't know. We're just out working, living our lives and shit. And then when we go to apply for SNAP benefits all of a sudden, or they're like, you're like, damn, where am I? I'm getting $100 less than I was last. What the fuck is this? Trump did that shit. He did. He did, for a fact. He did do that shit. They raised it when COVID happened. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And lowered again, but not to what it was. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, I know that. I got a memory like an elephant. And then people just forget that he got impeached twice. And convicted. Like, all this stuff, man. His wife won't even kiss him. Barely wants to hold his hand. You could tell she don't even want to be holding his hand when they're on stage. That tells a lot. So when people say character and all that doesn't matter, it does. Because just out in general life, you put people in your circle that you have stuff in common with, or you feel good about, or you feel, you know what I mean? You don't do that. So why would we support a stranger that's a racist? You wouldn't allow a stranger or anyone you would consider even an acquaintance to come up to you and call you a fucking hunky.
that'd be it. They'd be done. So why would we let someone that's a stranger that has all this power over it that could do things to us, why would anyone support that? I don't get it. Why does this elevator stink like weed? And I love the smell of weed, but not in the elevator. It's almost supposed to people to be coming looking for apartment, looking around apartments and stuff like that, and they come in looking for an apartment. The elevator stinks like weed.
Today,
yeah.
They smell like cat food.
Oh, no.
But at first I was like, oh my God, it stinks in
wow. All those boxes, I can see a Charlie on the door right there. Yeah. We're home, Charlie. He did poop too when I got home from work. There was shit on the floor. But I'm glad he pooped because I don't think he pooped for like 2 days. So, all right, y'all. We're home now. We're going to chill. And we'll holler at everyone soon. You know what I'm saying? Who's that they're interviewing? Peace. Battleground State. 6 days out. Both Harris and Trump campaigning in battlegrounds.
Many immigrants that are struggling because of the economy, and that's chiefly the reason he says that he supported former President Trump, came out on stage. Trump had no idea who he was. He was on stage saying, let's bring Nikki up here. She's so hot. Obviously, you recognize Nikki is not a she.
Reggaeton star Nikki Jam withdraws Trump endorsement after rallying with ex-president. Puerto Rico should be respected. Good for her.
But in some communities, he's a very popular artist. He means a lot.
Oh, my bad, him. Because I said the Nikki Jam. I don't know this person. My bad.
Well, and look, was it on Sunday or was it because he was called the wrong name?
So the reggaeton star Nikki Jam withdraws Trump endorsement. Nice.
But look, what I'll say is that if you were to actually go back even a week ago, and I get it. We're 6 days out from an election. Democrats are going to try to spin whatever they can to try to say, look, it was really about the Puerto Rican community in Pennsylvania regardless. This was not the building blocks that the Democratic Party thought they were going to have to win Pennsylvania by. If you look at the vast majority of polling, voters are not undecided right now. And yeah.
How about some Paul Mooney, y'all? I'm sitting here waiting for Michelle. Just picked her up. A little Paul Mooney on. It's the middle of the week. A little laughter. Let's see. So I'm just going to pull something up random. And we'll play and see what he's talking about.
I'm OJ out. It's much too much. I've had headaches, anxiety attack. I've got to get some money. I have a case. No, I've been watching all this on TV. Because, come on, brothers, you know, when they chase one nigga, they chasing all of us. I was talking to the TV. Run, nigga, run!
He's talking about OJ. Oh, yeah, speaking of OJ, like white people, like some white people, like they were mad when we were like excited that OJ got found acquitted. It wasn't necessarily that like he got acquitted for the murder specifically that we were excited about. We were happy because it was like validation that like a black person could beat the court system and that could get acquitted for a crime like that. Because more times than not, you know, when black people get accused of murder or something, like, we just go to prison. You know, 9 times out of 10, we lose, whether we go to trial or we plead guilty or whatever. You know what I'm saying? We end up going to prison. So it was surprising because we just assume, oh, there's no way. You know, they're saying he killed that white lady. If he did or not, he's going to prison. You know, that was the narrative, you know, amongst the black community before he got found acquitted. We didn't think he was, the majority of us, we didn't think he was going to get found not guilty. So when he did, we were like, whoa, and we were shocked and surprised. And like, okay, maybe the justice system does work for us. Maybe we can be not found guilty. You know, maybe the court system can work for us. That's what the excitement was about. And it just seems like sometimes some white people are just naive to stuff like that. And, you know, you see it now even today, like, like even like when you're watching the news, like for people that watch CNN and stuff like that, or you watch the news, and then you'll be having like you'll have like a host, or like you might have let's say Donald Trump says some racist stuff or some disrespectful, you know, all the million things that he said, right? So let's say they'll be talking about it, right, on the show, and then they'll have a Republican on there, and they'll ask the Republican, hey, do you think that was wrong? Do you think that was racist what he said? Do you condemn those comments? Blah, blah. They'll ask him just straight up, right? And then the Republican won't answer the question. Or they'll start talking about Democrats and all this other kind of shit. You know, like that one dude, that white dude that was on there on CNN the other night. They banned his ass. He can't come on. Dude told the one Arab guy, he told him, I hope your beeper doesn't go off. And then tried to say that he didn't mean anything negative by it. Dude, what the fuck is wrong with you? That's what I'm saying. Like, they'll be acting like they can just say, do whatever they want, just come and go. That's why they'll be getting upset when the police pull them over sometime. They'll be losing their minds. Y'all be hearing them. As a matter of fact, I'm going to pull up a clip.
Angry, obnoxious, and entitled. Yes, we've got more footage of Karens causing trouble. And in these 4 cases, their self-entitlement failed. Watch when entitled Karens get arrested by police.
Oh, this from this year, too. Listen, y'all. We'll just do like 2 of them.
The staff had asked a woman to leave, saying she was trespassing. The defiant Karen insisted on her rights and remained uncooperative despite law enforcement's presence. Watch what happens next.
Before we dive into another, maybe before you just let this woman out that she was talking.
It's kind of low, y'all. Y'all can't hear it that well. I got one more coming up. So it's about a minute.
Enforcing the bar's policies, the woman remained defiant,
just bear with me.
Ignoring their warnings of arrest.
Are you guys squared away over there? I got another police officer calling me over there. Yeah, I cleared the call. Over there. Are you inside or out front? Inside.
They're at a bar. This Karen is inside. She didn't want to leave. She's being disruptive. The police are walking into the bar. Her mind. Her night's being interrupted. Her drinking's being interrupted.
Are you refusing to leave the establishment? Okay. So they're asking you to pay a tax. Matter of fact, could you close out her tax? Okay, so they're in total here. They're going to leave, and if you're not on time, I'm not trespassing or doing what the is going on? Why are there flags? What did I do? I haven't done anything. I don't think she has to leave. She has to leave. We don't want to trespass. But if she does not leave the one way, we will have to go. Fair enough.
Different battleground right now, which is North Carolina. Student Trump will rally supporters in Rocky Mount.
We're sitting here eating some pizza. Kamala's killing them. She's winning. Well, I'm just talking about my state right now, specifically Wisconsin. The new polls came out. She's up 51 to 45. She's winning 51-45. Mm-hmm. Yep, 51-45. And here's the thing with that, too. Like with what Biden said about the Trump supporters, he ain't lying. The ones that were in the crowd cheering and stuff. Because here's the thing. So that comedian, it wasn't only the comedian that was up there saying all the racist stuff. It was all them other speakers, too. You know what I'm saying? And for people that came there and that were clapping at that stuff, because they're trying to say some people were offended, I heard a lot of cheers. So for people to be clapping, like you literally paid to go there, took the time, get up, get dressed, drive over there to Madison Square Garden. So you were a part of that. And if you're clapping and stuff, that means you support what they're talking about. Ain't that usually how it goes when you support something? Like if someone's talking or speaking, and they say something you like or agree with, that's when people clap. I heard a lot of clapping in that crowd. And they were up there talking about racism. So Biden was right. They are garbage. Them supporters, they are garbage. I'll say it for them. And here's the thing. It ain't going to really matter because, for one thing, Kamala supporters, they already know where Joe Biden's heart is. They know he don't have no hate in his heart for Puerto Rican people like that. They know who he was referring to. It's the Trump supporters that are going to try to take it and run with it. They're the ones that are offended. But they already feel a certain way about us anyways, about black and brown people and Democrats. So it ain't nothing new. They're already hating on us and don't like us. So the people that we had to worry about really offending, I don't think for the most part are offended because we know what Joe Biden meant. We know that. Republicans are super desperate right now. I can feel it. I was a little discouraged a few days ago, but I can feel it. I can feel the momentum. She had over 100,000 people over there by the Capitol. You know what I'm saying? And here's the thing. Trump's people were trying, excuse me for eating. I'm eating pizza. I'm really hungry. I haven't eaten anything all day. I apologize. Trump and his people were trying to say, oh, well, anyone could get that amount of people. It's in Washington, D.C. It's a Democratic city or whatever. Man, you don't think that people came from all over the country? You don't think people came from New York and Jersey, Virginia, you know what I'm saying? Newark, Philly, Massachusetts, all that. Yeah, but she went in Wisconsin 51-45. I'll take a small, little, tiny, I'll take about a 0.5% credit of that. I mean, we're all doing our part. You know what I'm saying? Everyone that's on Kamala's side, or Kamala's side, my apologies. Everyone that's on Kamala's side is doing their part. Whether you're podcasting and speaking up for her and talking about her issues and you're speaking against Trump and all that, like we do. We speak up for Kamala and we speak against Trump. You know what I mean? So it's on a very lower scale, but we're helping out. We're helping her get to the finish line. You know? So I think I deserve this pizza. Yeah, but I just saw the new polls. Yeah, the CNN polls. Kamala's up 51-45 here in Wisconsin, y'all. Peace. Let's see. Got one more. Let's see.
No.
It's the same one.
She maintained her Karen attitude and refused to acknowledge her arrest, but the deputies remained steadfast in enforcing the law.
Tell me. Show me that. Please take me out of handcuffs right now because I will call my lawyer. Can I call my lawyer?
Is this her car?
No. Here's another example.
Wait. I will drag you to this car in front of everybody. I don't care. Let's go.
I have questions.
Well, you lost that privilege.
I have questions. I want to know.
You're under arrest for OBI, resisting arrest and obstruction.
Can I just please call my husband?
Nope.
No?
You're going to go to jail.
Oh, good. All right, is this camera on?
Yep.
Good. I need my phone.
Well, you'll be lucky to get that.
Why do you have to be so mean?
Why do you have to not listen to us? Go ahead, take a seat in the car.
I'm a really nice woman.
You're not showing that right now. Go sit in the car.
Why do you have to be so mean?
So although I'm happy that, like, that person, they changed their vote, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever, like, that person was going to vote for Trump, now she's going to vote for Kamala. Like, that's all good because she's saying that dude's being disrespectful or whatever. My question is this, though. Where have y'all been at? He's been being disrespectful. He's been being racist. He didn't just, that wasn't the first time he said something racist about people. So, like, what? So, that changed your mind 2 days ago, but not 3 or 4 months ago or a year ago or 7 months ago. That was the tipping point?
That made a joke.
Right.
And that he didn't apologize for it.
Right. That's what's kind of got me baffled. Like, I'm happy people are coming to their senses. That's wonderful. At the end of the day, that's the most important thing. But what I'm saying, I'm asking is, it's like, why the fuck does it take so long? He's been being this way forever. And we, the 80 plus, 85, 86% of black and brown people that are against Trump, we've been trying to tell y'all, the ones that are trying to come back over to our side now, we've been trying to tell y'all this shit. You didn't want to listen. Now you want to listen. What, like that? I'm just baffled. Like, why this racial comment, but not the ones from 2 weeks ago, or 2 months ago, or 7 months ago, or a year ago? Like, why? What?
You know what sucks? What if you had already sent in your absentee ballot?
And that's part of the reason they're doing that shit, because they know most people have voted. Just think, there's somebody out there right now, somebody Latin Puerto Rican that voted for that punk probably the day before, the morning of, and then he was saying all that. Now they're sitting in there, and it's a person, can you imagine? It's a person that did that voted for Trump, and now they regret it, and his family has been telling him the whole fucking time not to do it. And now they want it. It's too late.
Who are the wealthy, who are the peasants? Think of the future, live in the present. Reflect on the past, my nigga, give me a second. I cried a lot, I died a lot. I've been resurrected, nigga, I ride a lot. Took a cruise through hell, fuck the tire pop. I don't wanna rhyme no more, so make the fire stop. It couldn't work. The dragon breeds, algorithm is rhythm money. In the bag of trees, you sweeter than honey. All around the bees, trigger finger itchy like dogs. All around the fleas.
And across the county line in Milwaukee, a pivotal test for Kamala Harris, too. This is the Trickle Beat Cafe on Milwaukee's north side. Pay what you can is the motto here. We found a lot of apathy on our first visit to these predominantly black neighborhoods a year ago. Chef Zakiya Courtney says the switch to Harris ended that.
You know, you got somebody that's younger, you have somebody that's with an agenda, you got somebody that's relatable, you know, you got somebody who understands the issues.
Courtney hears talk more black men are for Trump this time. She doesn't believe it's a big number.
And I've heard what it is that people have said. I've heard people talk about the fact that she's been a prosecutor and she's put, you know, black men in jail and things like that. Well, you know, you have to look at that closer. You know, if you've done a crime, you deserve to go to jail. And there's nothing that shows that she has a track record of targeting black men in prison.
And here's the other thing with that, too, because you know what I'm saying? That's real shit. Because, look, I've been to prison. I've been to jail and all that. You know, Kamala Harris was a prosecutor and all that. So some people probably be like, well, why would you support her? Because I sent myself to the joint. Or in other words, I got myself in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Like, I chose to do the crimes. I chose to rob and steal and write a bad check. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, I chose to do that. Kamala Harris didn't. So why would I, you know what I'm saying? And that's the other thing. Don't do the crime. You know, you can't don't do the crime. You can't do the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had to take my lumps, you know, but I'm not blaming that on her. I'm not blaming that on Kamala Harris. Like, to me, oh, shout out Jennifer Aniston. She voted for Kamala. That's what's up. But yeah, I wanted to talk, so shout out John King. He was here in Milwaukee, you know, talking to voters and stuff. And he was talking to this white man from Waukesha County, right? And this guy, you know, he had like, he worked at like some kind of metal fabrication place or something, or he did some kind of like factory work, steel, metal type of work, or whatever he was doing, right? And it was crazy because all he cares about is his bottom line in his pocketbook, because he said that in the interview when John King was interviewing him. His whole narrative was just around, you know, him making money and being stable, like financially. That's all he seemed to care about. He didn't care about any of the other issues, it didn't seem like. And my point with that is, see, someone in that position, that white man, like there's like, that's great that he's working and he has a business, you know, that's great. What I'm saying, but when you get so immersed in what just you are doing and about your life and just, you know what I mean? And of course you're supposed to worry about your life, but I'm saying when your concerns are just literally revolve around what you're going to make, about your well-being and your business, you know what I'm saying? And when that's all that you care about and that's all you do every day and all day is just get up, go to work, you know, make sure your business is doing this and doing that, and that's all you care about. Kind of like the equivalent of like a farmer. Not in totality, but generally, like, what do you think when you think of a farmer? Out somewhere, out in the cornfield, like they just kind of live by themselves. It might be them and their family or whatever. And they're just in the farm all day, just in farm mode, just doing what farmers do. They're not paying attention to really nothing else. They don't care about black and brown issues in the city of Milwaukee or Denver, Colorado, or New York or Philly or, you know what I'm saying? El Segundo, California, or wherever. You know what I'm saying? Because they're so immersed in what they're doing. So then, like, and especially if you're white, too, and you don't live around black and brown people, too, you add all of that into that, and you're just worried about your bottom dollar. Like, how do you develop empathy or care for anyone else when you're just solely worried about your business? Because that was that white dude's thing. He was like, he basically made it sound like if he voted for Kamala, like they would come knocking on his door and take his house or shut his business down. Come on, man, that's bullshit. Black people can't use that excuse. And we have systemic racism going on, modern day slavery. I'm a modern day slave, basically, because I'm still on parole. You know, different form, but same thing. Slaves were making next to nothing. I was making 17 cents an hour in the joint. That's why I'm not exaggerating. I'm not lying, not making it up. I was making 17 cents an hour in the joint. I'm on parole still. I done paid all my supervision, restitution, fees, fines, court obligation. I don't owe them a penny. As a matter of fact, they owe me 50 cents right now. Because the last $20 payment I made, I gave them $20.50. Just to be over. You know what I'm saying? So, Yeah, it's crazy. And I got off a little bit. But you see what I'm saying? So, like, you can see where, like, some white people, you can see where they don't develop empathy. Because a lot of times they'll just be immersed in just what they have going on. And they don't care about nothing else. They don't even think or talk about, like, you know, issues that all of us deal with. They're just getting up, going to work, making sure their business stays afloat, and that's it. All right, y'all. I'm going to get out of here. Peace. 5 days left. 5 days left.